welcome to Sports Palooza Radio.
That's right.
Are you ready for this?
Hey, yo, listen, it's going down just like this.
Like a breath of fresh air.
Who's ready for
Lisa, Nooch, Iannucci, and EJ, the Rainmaker.
We are now live in 3, 2, 1.
That's right. You are tuned into another edition of Sports Palooza Radio. Hello, everyone. I'm EJ, that Rainmaker guy, and guess who I'm hanging out with? Hey, it's that Nooch. Did you hear our entry there, Nooch? Yeah, Noochie.
It's that Nooch girl.
That's my
And
girl
actually,
right
you
there.
know, I forgot that we also needed to tell people where we went this past
But,
weekend.
you know, to talk about a nice segue, that's where I was going here, yeah? We ended up hanging out at Nooch's. And we brought Lisa over there. That was pretty cool when your nickname is Nooch and you show up at Nooch's. Hey, that worked out pretty well for us, right?
Yeah, Nooch's is a bar and grill in Millbrook, New York.
Mm-hmm.
We've mentioned to you guys before that we live in the Hudson Valley. And in Millbrook, which is probably like 15, 20 minutes away from us, it's a really beautiful country area. But there's this really small town in Millbrook, New York, and we've mentioned before, like, the Hudson Valley is not really known for sports. I mean, we have Marist, we have the Renegades, but, you know, we're kind of a distance away from really big things. But this is this little bar and grill that you watch sports. You know, there are a bunch of different TV screens up there, but it's called Nooch's, and it's run by a guy named Paul Iannucci. And when I found this out, with my last name being Iannucci, we had to go check it out.
Yeah, and we had fun down there. It was a cool little joint. I mean, it's it's fun. It's quaint. I'll call it quaint. I mean, when you're in a town like that and you're in a little, I mean, it's just a little quaint little bar.
You can call it quaint. I'm going to call it tiny.
No, it's certain. Well, I mean, that's what quaint kind of, just quaint, because
Right.
it wasn't like this big old crazy wide open madness of like a barn type place. It was just a little former house that was kind of turned into a little restaurant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Almost. And it's got a little area, right? That whole little area over there in Millbrook's pretty cute. I mean, there's lots going on.
Oh, I love Millbrook.
Yeah, I mean,
I love
especially as you
Millbrook.
work your way over there, too. It's just like, God, so open. Everybody thinks New York, and you think New York City, and you think like all these buildings and massive amounts of people and craziness. But you work your way out of New York and hit the Hudson Valley, and then you work, of course, even further north, and it just opens up, and it's just more sky than you can imagine. A lot of people just don't understand when you even a half hour, 40 minutes outside of New York, and it's a whole different New York.
Yeah, when we were driving out there, actually, I even said to you, like, it was so zen kind of driving out there because
cool.
we were leaving the congestion of where we live and the buildings and the city and heading out to the country, and it just was getting clearer and clearer, and I felt like my blood pressure just go down a little bit. Yeah. But anyway, we just wanted to give a shout-out to the people at Nooch's. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to meet Paul that particular day.
It's all right.
But your bartender dude that sat and chatted with us for a while was very, very kind.
Yeah, very cool.
So please check out Nooch's Bar. If you're ever up here in the Hudson Valley area, you can find them on Facebook. They also have their own website. It's NOOCH 'S in Millbrook, New York. So just a shout out to them. I really enjoyed my my little what do you call
I had nachos and you had the panini
Cuban
bread.
panini. Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Really good.
So this today's segment we're going to be hanging out with Mr. James McCreath. Jim is pretty cool. He comes up with a book called Renaldo, not the one you think of in Portugal at the World Cup right now. It's his own version of a Renaldo, and it's really a tale of World Cup soccer, terrorism and love, and it's
a novel.
Boy, it's a fiction novel. He created the entire story out of his own mind, and of course he had a lot of reference points to go through when you're dealing with South America and terrorism that's going on. Of course, football and terrorism all kind of especially back in the 70s. 60s, all that kind of even more so. Tough time to be, running around South America. And so it's cool. We get to talk to him for a good 26 minutes.
We did. And what I loved about this is the fact that, like, you're going to hear me kind of say this on the interview too, but this is his first book.
Yeah.
And he finished it and published it. And most people's first books, like, get thrown into a drawer and never to be seen again.
Well, it took him 7 years, so you'd imagine how many people would have given up before that, right?
Exactly. And he did not, and you'll find out why. Yeah. during the interview.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was pretty impressed with the fact that he finished his first book.
Yeah.
So props to him.
And
props
he's pretty
to
cool
James.
too. You're going to hear us talking during the interview about. I mean, he's just. I can only say he's just my kind of guy. That's really all I can really kind of say. After the interview, of course, we'll talk a little bit more. But let's before we get to the interview, we definitely want to talk about some stuff that we have going on because Lisa and I are leaving here just in a few days, and we're going to be headed to Boston, hanging out on the coast tonight, and it's a beautiful area, of course. And we just kind of got back from there. I just posted my trip to the the Basketball Hall of Fame in Springfield, Massachusetts. Yeah, I always want to think it's the NBA Hall of Fame, but it's not. It's the Basketball Hall of Fame because it's not just NBA, it's WNBA. It's all the old stuff. So it's kind of cool. It's just basketball in general. And we had a good time there. We went there, not too long ago, and it's cool. We actually had Lisa Leslie. She was in. She was put in there, and it was cool that she was on our show.
Previous season.
Pretty cool, yeah. So it's pretty cool. She gets inducted, and then we actually interviewed her about 6 months before she got inducted, which is cool. Yeah, boy, it's fun that we've actually had Lisa Leslie on our show.
Yep,
that's cool.
absolutely.
That was a woman's show, if I remember. We had Christy Rampone, I think, on the show that day. It was like a woman's power because I mean, Christy Rampone is obviously the captain of the U.S. soccer team, and we had Lisa Leslie on that show. We had another woman on that show that was just like, my goodness, power of women.
Hey,
great show.
Hey,
it was a great show.
Don't be so surprised by that. There's a lot of really awesome power women, athletes out there
awesome.
Who are just, I mean, we've had amazing Olympian athletes on our show.
Goodness.
So.
Dorothy Hamill type.
Yeah,
God,
I mean.
God. Our list goes on. Michael Rusioni.
Yeah, well,
How
he's
you
not
doing?
a woman.
Yeah, but he's an Olympian. Are you talking
Okay,
about
I'll give you
Olympians?
that.
Yeah.
He's an Olympian, yes. We've had a lot of really cool names on our show, and I'm excited about who's coming up in the future, too. But
our guest list is crazy.
It is crazy.
It is crazy.
But I like stories like this.
Yeah, this
with
is
somebody who isn't quite a name in the soccer field, but he took his love of the sport and brought it to this book, and we have that coming up.
Yep.
So you've gotten back to your own little podcast going on. Why don't you tell everybody where they can find that?
Yeah. I'm doing my views of the pitch again, of course, and I was watching the MLS All-Star game against Juventus last night, and although I have some opinions, feel free to check out my views of the pitch. Some opinions. My God. MLS is just a mess. Sorry.
Where can they find
you can find us on
site?
Rainmaker.sportspalooza.com. Of course, my EJ the Rainmaker on Twitter, and all my social stuff on my Google account and Spreaker account. I mean, it's everywhere. You know where to find us. And, it's our Facebook page, Twitter page. Where Pinterest? Come on, really?
I'm not on Pinterest.
I'm
You're
on Pinterest.
Instagram.
I'm on Pinterest.
You're on Pinterest?
I'm on Pinterest. I'm Pinterested.
You're Pinterested?
I'm Pinterested in everything.
Well, I'm Pinterested in what you got to say, too. So
see?
you got to tell me when you sign up for these things.
Right?
I have no idea
I've
that
been
you
there
did
for
that.
quite a while. I must have 50 posts over at Pinterest. And
okay.
I actually get a lot of good activity over there.
Why
Pinterest
did I not
is one.
know
I
this?
really didn't realize that. When you look at all your analytics, I get a lot of activity from Pinterest. I really didn't realize
is really
that.
popular
Yeah,
right
I
now.
never realized.
Yeah, Pinterest and Instagram are kind of the places to be.
Yeah, on top of other, the iTunes and the Spotify when it comes to the music part of everything. And I love doing my podcast. I'm going to give out some MLS betting advice for the weekend, and of course the Coppa Italia is going on this weekend as well. And we know EJ and football in Italy. And in case you don't know EJ and football in Italy, really, where have you been? Like, where have you been? Oh my God, I've only been following it since 1983, and since we've been on the air for 6 years, you've had to have heard me mention my Italian football fondness. Amore.
I don't know. I have a really big urge to sing at the Coppa.
Oh my.
Coppa Italia.
Whoa. All right then.
We will leave you with that.
All
folks.
right, let's talk about our trip to Boston we have coming up here because that's cool.
Yes, we do have a trip to Boston coming up, and we want to give a shout out to the people who are actually hosting our stay there at the Aloft, and it's a hotel at the Boston Seaport. And I want to thank them for doing that. We're really excited about being
I want to thank them
their
for
guest.
liking my tweet. Thanks,
And
people.
liking your tweet, yes. Yeah, so I'm really excited. The hotel is definitely a little more contemporary, and I love contemporary things. So
Well,
I'm
we
really
love that
looking
stuff.
Forward. Yeah.
You know?
And I also want to give a shout out to the Sports Museum, who's also going to be hosting our tour when we go up there.
Oh.
So we're going to be bringing you some videos and some
What did I hear about you
articles.
taking over someone's Instagram account while we're there?
Ooh, am I taking over somebody's Instagram? Yes, I'm going to be taking over the hotel's Instagram
Yeah.
while we're there.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I am. Yes, this is going to be an adventure, folks. Come
think?
with me on this adventure.
What isn't an adventure that we're on? Where have you, I mean, that's all we do is take adventures, so
yes,
it's fun.
but I'm excited because we have a lot of things planned, and I'm really excited that we can do that and go through their Instagram to actually show you what we're doing.
We're going to be taking videos and posting a whole bunch of pictures and giving you advice about what to do when you're hanging out over there and all that. So it's cool. This is with the Sports Travelooza site that we're actually turning into this big old craziness of a website.
Travel magazine.
Yeah, I mean,
we're
it's
really excited about it.
Yeah, and check out our Twitter feed at Sports Travel Fun. Now we only have a handful of followers. Get over there and add to it, please.
Yes,
we'd like that. It's just boy, support us. We'll support you. Hey, we support everybody. We love it.
And so like I said, I'm really excited about doing this Instagram thing and just.
Are we going to the Cheers bar? I heard too.
Of course we are.
Yeah, I'm gonna have them.
Film and TV lover, travel guide.
I want to go in there about a half hour before you and try and see if I can. When you walk in, I can just have everybody go, Nooch.
Can you do that, please? Can you please do that?
Oh, who am I? I can't arrange that? What are you serious?
Would honestly.
Oh, watch it happen.
I'm
gonna sit there. Yeah, I'm gonna sit there with video.
It would make my life.
You think? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. You don't think I can make something like that happen? You know who you're talking to, so please.
Yeah, I know.
Mr. Social, Mr. Hey, guys, everybody, do me a favor here. What are you going to do? I'll buy around for everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's enough convincing I need here. I'll buy you a beer if you just yell Nooch. What's someone going to say? I can't do that. That's a little bit out of my range, man.
Hey, I don't care if
really?
I don't even care if two people yell. I'll be happy,
Me and the bartender?
You and the bartender.
No. Come on. Right? I'm not putting on a mailman outfit.
But it's going to be exciting. I mean, I've always wanted to go there. We don't really have a lot of time to spend there, so as much as Boston is chock filled with a lot of history, we're not really going to be seeing a lot of it because we actually have some special things planned in addition to a sunset cruise that we're taking. That's going to take us around the harbor and going to show us a lot of the kind of the iconic landmarks of Boston and just let us relax.
Did you say we're going on a cruise?
Yeah, it's a 90-minute tour. It's with Boston Harbor Cruises, and again, I have to say it because I'm not saying we're not telling you that people host us to brag. We're really not doing that. We're actually just telling. Telling
you
okay
over there?
I'm all choked
up. Boy, wow! I didn't know it affected you that much.
Because we want to just give a shout out to people who understand what we're trying to do and the information that we're trying to bring you guys. And I want to be upfront with the fact that people are hosting us. So they're actually showing us a good time on this boat,
man.
And I'm really excited about it.
Don't threaten us with a good time.
And so we have Cheers. Sammy, my daughter, and I always plan to find cupcakes in the area. That's our thing.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be stopping in Worcester and hanging out with your cupcake little freaky festival that you keep getting on over. You and your cupcakes are crazy. Of course, the last time we were in Worcester, pretty sure somebody got to see a concert of some sort. I forget his name. What was his name again?
Remember it.
What was his name
again?
Oh, yeah.
Brooks.
Garth Brooks. Yeah.
How can you forget?
Well, how could I forget? Please, I forgot. And in between that and Green Bay, I'm pretty sure I've helped you knock off number 1 and number 2 off your lifelong bucket list by taking you to Green Bay and then taking you to Garth Brooks. Yeah.
Yes.
I think in the same year and all that stuff.
Now you just got to take me to Tuscany. Because that's my international number 1 bucket list.
Wow. Yeah, we get there.
So, yes, we are going to get there.
Oh, man. That one I'm looking more than forward to. But, yeah, it's going to be cool. We're passing through Worcester again. And what, Queen's Cups we're going to, right?
Yes, the last time. I know that we are a sports podcast, but like I said, my daughter and I have a tendency to find cupcakes wherever we go.
We're calling it.
Well, here's the thing. We're actually going to 2 cupcake places. We're going to Wicked Good Cupcakes in Boston.
Wicked Good!
And the reason why we're going there is because they actually were seen on Shark Tank. So you know me, the film and TV person. So they were on Shark Tank.
That's cool.
And then we're going to go back on the way home. We're stopping at Queen's Cups because they are honestly the best cupcakes I've ever had in my entire life. So Wicked Good Cupcakes better be wicked good because they're going to have to beat Queen's Cups. I got a battle going on here, people. I got a cupcake battle going on here.
Drop the cupcake.
Drop the cupcake. We are watching way too much Drop the Cupcake.
Yeah, it's been fun, right? Catching up on that. But yeah.
That's my thing. The film, the TV, the sports, and the cupcakes.
I guess that is part of what we do. That's
fun. My thing.
That's
what
cool.
I love traveling for.
I guess if anybody can recommend a good cupcake, you might as well have that ability, right? Hey, find a good cupcake place. Oh, we got you covered. Don't you fret.
I think we should get back to sports, though, because that is what we're about today.
All right. Let's get the interview out there. I definitely want to get James up here and Man, this book is fantastic. I can't even tell you. I mean, when you read a book like this and you know it was actually all coming from someone's just mind, and oh my God,
Yeah.
he did a fantastic job. Of course, we didn't break into all of it with him on the air, but